Okay, what's up everybody, RestorK here, and we're back at it again to stream some more Cinema Max. I would say probably during this broadcast and the next broadcast, I'm gonna probably just focus on trying to finish up Cinema Max.
Move!
Damn, I still can't believe it happened to Bosco.
What are you doing on an alien spaceship?
I got tired of being scared of THEM. I finally said, bring them on! I built this device that lets me predict where they were gonna show up next. Then I let them come on and take me.
So, did you get udders, or are you a boy cow?
That's none of our business, Max. What happened next, Bosco?
I used the device on myself. After that, it's all a blur.
Detector device you were talking about.
I don't know. I must have lost it in that elevator after I got turned into this thing.
Stay, Bosco. Stay. Stay.
Cut out the wisecracks and fix me.
Looks like some kind of weird alien radio. Looks like some kind of... Appears to be made of the finest leather from only the finest in mutilated cattle.
Don't joke about that!
Hey, Max, what do you think this thing is?
Calibrating. Complete. I now have mastered your primitive but no less valid language. Please choose from the following topics of conversation.
Who are you?
I am this craft's artificial intelligence. I supervise the operations of this craft and the activities of its crew.
Where's the crew?
They are currently occupied with the craft's primary mission. They will arrive shortly to detain you for your own safety.
So long.
Good.
I didn't even finish.
What happened to Bosco?
The intruder made unsanctioned use of the time shuttle.
How do we use that elevator?
Simply choose a destination. Additional destinations can be opened using convenient pre-printed time cards.
What are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
Politically correct.
Selection acknowledged as no more or less valid than the other available choices.
We'd like to get a time card, please. So long.
Goodbye.
Boo!
Bosco's oppressors could spring out of there any moment, ray guns blazing. There appears to be an 18% loss of efficiency in the starboard tachyon pulse perambulator. It'd take me 4 days to fix.
You have 30 seconds!
Yeah, no.
Either we've seen a huge spike in theta wave radiation off the port bow, or I have no idea how to read this thing. It's the elevator's emergency recall button. The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator.
That was Bosco's freaking card.
Bosco's again? How'd we end up back here?
Judging from the lack of safety railings and ready availability of guns and ammo, I'd say we've gone back in time. Seems to be sometime in the early sweet mother of mole sauce.
You fools gonna buy something, or do you want to make a baby?
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but just what made me laugh was the way she said it.
You must be Mrs. Bosco.
That's Ms. Bosco. I don't want any part of your oppressive patriarchy.
Fair enough, ma'am. Miss, you.
Who are you?
Sam and Max, freelance police.
Finally, the police. Maybe you can help me catch that fool.
Which fool did you want us to catch exactly?
That man who just came in here yelling about conspiracies and busting up the place.
Bosco always did know how to make a memorable first impression.
Can you tell us more about the man who trashed your shop?
He took one look at me and screamed.
That should narrow the list of suspects down to any man with eyes.
Then he stumbled back and ran right into my baby maker.
Ouch!
We can't take the case, but we'll keep an eye out for your vandal, Miss Bosco.
Aw, I haven't heard a tale of motherly love like that since the Manchurian Candidate.
We're here to help your son.
I don't have a son. You think it's not enough I'm a businesswoman and inventor? A woman's only useful if she's got a son.
It's not that. We're friends with him.
Well, acquaintances.
We know him.
We've spoken to him more than once.
Doesn't matter. I'm not defined by my children. But when I do have one, she's gonna be the most perfect little angel.
What was that you said about making a baby?
I'm made uncomfortable by this line of questioning, Sam.
That's just because you're scared of a world where career-minded women don't need to be tied to a man to have a family. This ain't the past anymore. It's the 1960s. They can talk about putting a person on the moon, and I can invent a baby-making machine.
How does this baby-making machine work?
You just take a DNA sample from the mother and the other person and combine them in that machine. Let it bake a couple hours and you've got a beautiful baby girl. Or boy, I guess. I've already got my own samples in there. I'm gonna test it out tonight after closing.
How do you get the DNA samples?
Isn't that obvious? Saliva, fools!
Well, naturally.
Oh, of course.
Dirty.
Where'd you get the father's sample?
Oh, him. Well, I was just in Washington, D.C. for a special occasion, and when I was touring the White House, I met a nice man in a dark suit. He was polite and didn't say much. Seemed like his spit was as good as anybody else's, so I picked him.
See you later, Miss Bosco.
Snowball.
We're gonna pick up some swinging 60s chicks and start a groovy hullabaloo.
Men.
Cut it out, Max. You don't even like girls.
Oh, right.
You got a problem with women?
Nah, just never interested. With all the general malice I have to get done in a day, girls are just a huge waste of time.
I have never been as turned on as I am right now.
Oh, shit.
What?
You just never found the right woman, and I never found the right man. Forget the baby maker.
Catastrophic temporal anomaly detected.
Run away with me, Max, my white stallion.
Curse my irresistible animal magnetism.
Miss Bosco, I really think you should reconsider.
I can already see us. Living next door to that nice detective.
Well, it would be nice having someone to do my laundry.
You don't even wear clothes.
And yet, I always end up with so many blood-stained shirts. 'Tis a mystery.
Think of your children. What about that?
I won't need kids once I have the love of my Max. He'll be my new little pet project.
Oh, shit.
Max just isn't that into you.
Oh, geez, Sam, show a little tact. What he means to say is, there is absolutely no way, no how I would ever be interested in you until the day the Earth is consumed by the flames of our exploding sun.
You say that now.
Max is belligerent, recalcitrant, and quite possibly psychotic.
So you're jealous, is that it? Want to keep him all to yourself?
I never knew you felt this way, Sam.
Temporal anomaly detected.
Shut up. It's not like that. Max is no good for you.
Oh, I can fix him.
Oh shit.
Max doesn't even like girls.
They're a nuisance at best.
Hasn't been interested since... When did that start exactly?
I think it all goes back to that time we were... No flashback? Okay. Well, it's been ever since junior high.
Seriously, Max has never been into girls, ever since we were kids.
I can change that.
I'm a bad seed. I can't be faithful to just one woman.
Oh, I'm enough for at least a dozen women. You dog, you.
We're from different worlds. I'm from Earth, and you're from the freakiest planet of the freak system.
Opposites attract, baby. You're the only man not falling over himself to get me.
I'm president of the U.S., and you'd make a lousy first lady.
You just don't know what you want. I may not be the first, but I'm the last lady you'll ever need.
I'm married to my career.
They had the ceremony in Canada because it's legal there.
All those excuses you keep making just prove you need me.
Just looking at you repulses me.
And that's from a guy who has a 12-volume scrapbook labeled Things I Have Shed.
You can try to push me away, but I know how you really feel.
I think I'd rather take napalm and an IV drip while being pulled through a wheat thresher than spend another second with you.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
God damn, she resisting.
Look, lady, you just don't get it. I'm just not into you.
Keep on protesting. It just makes me know you're the one.
Nations rise and nations fall, but those hot weenies will outlast us all. The one constant across all human cultures of all times is a massive amount of waste. Hey Max, remember that old carbon dater we got from Sybil last year?
Yeah, we gave it to Bosco so he could keep scanning his weenies.
Looks like he's made some modifications to it. No siree. Nah.
Don't touch that. I made that sample when my spit was most fertile.
Nuh-uh. They're
beautiful.
I know.
baby food and bum wipes. If you use less of one, you wouldn't need as many of the other. This sample says Mama Bosco.
Don't touch that. I made that sample when my spit was most fertile.
Looks like a weird bread-making machine.
Don't be silly. That's my baby maker. You take a spit sample from the mother and one from the father, mix them together in that machine, and then out comes a happy little bundle of perfection.
Finally, somebody explains how that works.
That's not the generally agreed upon method, Max.
Kinda sure on that one.
Cold orange things you suck never go out of style. Milk and hooch. Something for the kiddies and something for your cereal. Russians send first woman into space.
Soon they'll send all their women into space.
A nice aged bottle of Nippy Valley brand vinegar.
Ah, some idiot left the cork in, Sam. It's still wine.
Let's just let that breathe for a few decades, Max. We're better to crunch numbers than in the John. No timeout needed. My paws are spotless. Oh, the germs look so young. Why'd we come in here again?
I just assumed you had to go number 1.
No, I save it all up for between cases. I guess we might as well look around while we're here. Mama Bosco keeps this place a lot more sanitary than her son ever did.
Well, she's got one big advantage. We haven't been born yet.
We've got to stop meeting like this, Max.
A little privacy, please. I can't make wisecracks with anybody looking at me.
Stay close, Max.
Not too close. Whee!
It's a bottle of proto-vinegar that should be very useful about 40 years from now.
God damn. God damn.
Nah. Not happening. What's this?
It's my chemical sampler. Get somebody to spit on it, and it gives you a sample test tube for the baby maker.
Mind if we borrow it?
Go ahead. I already got all I need.
Come here, bro. Come here, Max.
I think I'm better off not knowing what Max is made of. Nope. This sample says Mama Bosco.
Don't touch that. I made that sample when my spit was most fertile.
What do you think you're doing?
You know, the usual. Traveling through time and stuff.
Override. You've caused a catastrophic temporal anomaly. You're going back to the ship so you can think about what you've done. Just look at what you did.
Sam, what's a catastrophic temporal paradox?
That!
What the hell did you guys do?
Max, when you made Mama Bosco decide not to have a baby, that meant Bosco was never born.
But if Bosco was never born, then we never would have gone back to meet Mama Bosco in the first place. Neat!
Are you fools just gonna stand there explaining everything? Or are you gonna fix me?
Sheesh! Give a guy a cool cow body, and all of a sudden he's the owner of the time stream.
Did you miss us?
What have you two been doing all this time?
Hanging out with your mom.
Real classy, guys. Fine, don't help me.
Feeling better, Bosco?
I don't know, you guys. I still feel kinda distant. What did you guys do?
We kinda made it so that you've never been born. Whoops.
But being born is one of the greatest things I ever did. Fix it, you fools!
Existence isn't something you can just ask for, Bosco. You've got to earn it.
How's life as a paradox treating you, Bosco?
Oh, it sucks, man. I want to exist all the way again. Do something.
How is this THEM detector supposed to work again?
It's a highly sophisticated technology that works based on a target person. You scan somebody with it, then use that to open a new destination for the time machine.
Finally, a straight answer. I don't know why they started outsourcing tech support to store owners on spaceships.
Can you describe your father for us?
Man, I thought you guys were detectives. Haven't you figured out I was a test tube, baby? My mama didn't need a man. I got everything from her.
Where'd you get your paranoid fear of giant invisible conspiracies out to kill you?
That's a chemical imbalance that's all mine.
Are you sure you can't give us any leads on your father?
Mama mentioned once she met him at the White House.
Are you sure you can't give us any leads on your father?
Mama mentioned once she met him at the White House.
We're on the case, Bosco.
We've got to go break up with your mother.
I told you guys, cut it out.
He's not lying.
Bosco already scanned himself with this thing. Nuh-uh. It printed a time card with Stinky's logo on it.
Oh wait, Stinky's logo? Let's do it!
What do you two want?
It's the one true Stinky.
Are we glad to see you?
Why?
Still, it's a new person to talk to.
Look, Sam, it's us as impressionable preteens.
Exceedingly well done!
Hi, Stinky.
Are you the parents of those two parasites?
Well, not exactly.
Although we do still have a time machine, so I wouldn't completely rule out the possibility.
That's gross, Max.
I'm just saying.
We bring a warning from the future.
In about 25 years, you're going to be murdered.
Murdered my swollen pancreas. I once wrestled 4 rabid grizzlies while standing on the back of a rutting alligator while being pelted with Karari-tipped darts and fighting off a case of irritable bowel syndrome. I'd like to meet the man who could murder old Stinky.
Hi, I'm Max.
Honest, Stinky, we're detectives, and we've seen all the evidence. You're gonna get offed.
When? How? And who's going to do it?
Well, we don't know exactly.
Detectives is really more of a catch-all term for guys with guns.
Some woman claiming to be your granddaughter has taken over your restaurant.
Granddaughter my cleft palate. I never had any children.
Really? A cantankerous, misanthropic, hairy old cuss like you would be great with kids.
Perhaps someday.
Yeah, I don't want to rush you, Stinky, but if you're planning kids, you're gonna have to get on that pretty quick.
We want to order something.
Too bad.
We'll take a pan-fried red panda with... What?
Can't you see? I'm so close to perfecting my gooey molasses tar cake. For you hooligans when I got so much cooking to do.
What's a gooey molasses tar cake?
It's based on my ancient family recipe. But my proud, knuckle-dragging forefathers never thought to use my secret ingredient.
The blood of innocence!
Nutmeg.
You're both wrong, and you're both stupid. It's the one thing no one has ever thought to use before.
I'll test your tar cake for you, Stinky.
Sam can and will eat anything.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? To just waltz into a restaurant and order something to eat. You're just trying to find out my secret ingredient. Well, you won't, because it's the one thing no one has ever thought to use.
I'll test your tar cake.
Sam can...
Oh, you're just trying... Well, you won't.
We're from the Public Health Board.
Almost none of the vermin in this establishment are wearing federally approved hairnets.
Government types. Pah! Weak and pathetic, the lot of you. You can't even begin to comprehend what I'm doing here. My dishes will challenge the weak and weed out the inferiors like you jelly-jawed lip flappers. Only the strongest will survive. It will be glorious!
So, are you going to show us to our table, or what?
How are the 80s treating you, Stinky?
What are you two still doing here? No animals allowed in my diner.
It's okay. We're service animals.
Could we be seated already?
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
We're being discriminated against, Sam.
Thanks for the chat, Stinky.
Just go away and die.
But most of all, thanks for just being you.
Looks like Girl Stinky was telling the truth for once. The gooey molasses tar cake really is an old family recipe. Gooey molasses tar cake. F+. I'm not sure if that's failing well or failing poorly. Can I borrow that screwdriver? Well, as long as you promise to bring it back. I hate to think what would happen if I had to stop working on computers. Sure thing, kid. There's just the one song. As Stinky would say, if you don't like it, go deaf. Hey, champ, what are you working on? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
But we're strangers who have candy and cool guns you can play with.
Well, that should be okay. I'm working on my new arcade game, Bluster Blaster. What are you doing with Bluster Blaster? I built him from a kit. Now I'm just working on the AI.
Now I remember! You used to be a total nerd, Sam! Funny, though. All this time we've spent talking to the cops, and you never once mentioned you're the guy who built Bluster Blaster.
Just never seemed relevant, I guess. What's wrong with the video game? It's fine, I guess. But with only a 1 megahertz processor and this 8-bit I/O adapter, the AI doesn't get enough cycles to... Can the dork lingo, Chubbs. Just give me the recap. It'd be easy enough to download a new AI, but I haven't found one that's any good. Shouldn't you kids be outside playing, or dating, or whatnot? Outside? It's 8 o'clock at night.
When I was your age, I would have set fire to at least 4 different categories of things by this hour.
Nuh-uh. You would have been playing that video game all day, just like he is.
Don't you sass me, boy! You're lucky that you grew up to be the only one who knows how to use the time machine, kid.
Aren't you worried you're turning into something of a,
Dweeb? Doofus? Dorkwad?
Who cares? I don't need you guys or anybody else. Max never calls me names.
That's right, Poindexter.
Good shot!
There's got to be something more constructive to do than work on this game all night. Well, there is that prom at the school tonight. This year's theme is Summer of Awakening Desire. Lame.
Lame! Lame!
Well said!
A smooth kid like you must have dozens of girls wanting to go to the prom with you.
Don't lie to the boy, Sam.
Nah, all the girls are into Max because he's mean to them. And also, he doesn't complain when they dress him up in their doll clothes.
Ah, the precious memories.
Let's stick to one neurosis at a time, Max. Don't you want to get out and meet more sexy young people your age? Yeah, who's got time for that? My video game is so close to perfect.
You're amazing!
Oh, Bluster Blaster, you know me too well.
Wouldn't you rather grow up to be as cool as I am? With a boss car and a detective job and a huge gun? Would I have to be as fat as you, too?
Temporal anomaly detected.
You got lucky, punk.
God damn, he got roasted by his younger self.
Make good choices, son. Didn't you guys say I could play with your guns? We lied, kid.
Remember this. It's a good life lesson.
Hey, little guy. What are you scamps up to?
I'm only playing Bluster Blaster, the newest and best video game ever made. Duh!
Nice try!
Shouldn't you kids be doing something constructive? Or at least less nerdy?
Today I get to do anything I want.
You do anything you want every day, Max.
You're the best!
Why don't you kids go outside and play?
Why would I go outside when my best friend's in here?
Gee, Max.
Oh yeah, Sam's here too.
You're radical!
What's so great about this video game?
Are you kidding? This game is the only thing that really understands me.
You rock hard!
See what I mean?
Wouldn't it be healthier to get your validation from other people?
People are dumb and they just don't get me.
You're the greatest!
See, it's like the game knows what I'm thinking.
Playing that game so much is unhealthy, little guy.
You're awesome!
Unhealthy to hear the truth? I don't think so.
I vaguely remember something very important about this day. What was it?
There was my party, Duh.
Don't forget that prom and after-prom kissing retreat tonight, Max.
Boring.
Great job! You're getting better!
That prom sounds like a fun and informative time for a young person. Why aren't you there?
Couldn't you get a date? Loser. You're the loser, loser. No, you are. Jenny Tallarico asked me to go, but I turned her down. She just doesn't get me like Bluster Blaster does.
Great move! You almost dodged it!
Wasn't Jenny Tallarico the girl who had a crush on you for years, Max?
I don't know. I never noticed. They call her Jenny Tungarico because she'll kiss anybody and she uses her whole mouth. Grody. Ugh, grody.
There's lots of neat stuff about girls. You'll realize once you take that first step to adulthood.
Why bother? I've got everything I need right here.
You're the best!
Just say no, little buddy.
Word up.
I knew Girl Stinky didn't really salvage this from the Titanic Part 2. Memorable toast. Is that toast, Lincoln? Memorable toast. Is that
there it
toast,
is.
Lincoln?
Yes, yeah.
Old Stinky was the only one who could make a restaurant feel like home. Weird, it doesn't work on him for some incomprehensible reason we don't care enough about to pursue further.
Good. Keep your fancy gewgaws and who's what's it's away from me.
No siree. No way. Nothing doing. I've already scanned Max with this thing. I already scanned Max with this thing. That's how we got here. It printed out a card with the Intergalactic Freelance Police logo. Sounds intriguingly futuristic. Nope. No siree. Nothing doing. No way. The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator.
So that means we got 6 more areas to go for. Or 3 more areas to go for, sorry. But once we're done all that, we had to go one by one to go back.
Look, Sam, more visitors.
I don't know how to use a light bulb with that.
There, Sam.
Hey, Future Max.
Oh, Hagen, more visitors for your special day. Versions of ourselves.
Nah, I want to keep these shoestrings.
That's nice, Sam.
The future is a baffling potpourri of peculiar sights and odors.
Yes, our advanced world must be frightening and confusing to you. I'll try to speak slowly so that your 21st century brains can understand.
So much in the office has changed.
Oh, the wonders I could show the two of you if I wasn't afraid of violating the time stream. Yeah, the time stream's asking for it. Well, okay. In the future, we can make phone calls to other people even when we're not at home. My God! And our cars now have additional brake lights above the rear seats.
What about robots? Do we have robot slaves in the future?
With lasers? Oh, you uncultivated savages. Robots are used for controlling our spaceships these days. Surely you've heard of the Maintron 28,000 line? Well, of course! Right, Sam?
Everybody's heard of that. I can't shoot, Max. You must have been having a ton of exciting future adventures in space.
No, we don't take that many cases anymore. We try to stay mostly around this street and the neighboring shops. Still?
If you're not taking cases, what do you guys do?
I've become an expert in volcanology, and Sam is... Well, Sam is in his own world now.
Great transmogrifying vapor wolves of Rifle 17. Booster rocket through the Van Allen belt. I'm in my office. What's wrong with the other me?
Oh, he's fine. Mostly. The years add up, though.
It's lint from my pocket. This should be useful later. Do you remember how we cured Bosco of his parentage problems?
Bosco. Oh, he's the guy who invented Skynet, isn't he? No, I was hoping I'd be the one who did that. I don't remember much about that case. Something about spit, wasn't it?
I'm glad to see the old freelance police are still in business.
Yes, dear stupid past Sam. But of course, now we're a wholly owned subsidiary of Stinky Corp.
What's Stinky Corp?
Get a load of this, Sam. These yokels have never heard of Stinky Corp.
I don't feel like playing darts right now.
Yes. Well, anyway, Stinky Corp is the mega corporation that owns everything in the future. Stinky made enough money from her diner to take over the world? No, cretinous Max. From her super adhesive.
What's this about Stinky super adhesive?
It revolutionized the whole galaxy. Now it's used for everything from scrapbooking to alien spacecraft. She's claimed in interviews that it was based on an old family formula. But Sam and I think we figured out the real secret. It's made from mole men.
Be seeing ya.
So long! That's how we say goodbye in the future.
Their appeal is timeless. With this bad boy, we'll never need another file cabinet. The bulletin board's all wet and ruined. We must get careless in the future.
Who cares?
It says Stinky Stick-Tight Adhesive, based on an old family recipe. #1 throughout the entire galaxy, with secret ingredient Vitamin 13.
It can't be all that big a secret if it's on the poster.
Maybe secrets are different in the future. It's an obituary from the local paper.
More trophies from our victims! Who'd we get this time?
Local mariachi Pedro died this week due to complications from...
From what? A perfectly aimed bullet to the evildoer's cold black heart?
I can't read the rest. It's too blurry. Not happening. Nuh-uh. Nah. Looks like we kept Bosco's model volcano after all these years.
Blowing things up for science will never go out of style.
High-tech rats. What future dystopia is this? Whoa! I hate pack rats. Guess we couldn't afford 2 tape drives.
Whee!
Hello, future me. I can't shoot, Max. Apparently, all those years of adventuring have taken their toll. I can't use these things together. How goes the case, future me? I can't reach it. Keep up the good work. Not much use for this anymore. I really don't want to screw that. I really don't want to screw that. How embarrassing. This is 30 stardates behind. When did the Jetsons move in? There goes the neighborhood.
Whoa!
I hate pack rats. Where we're going, we won't need codes. Not happening. I've already scanned Max with... Nothing doing. Nah. No way. No siree.
Hey, let's try that modified carbon dater on Mama Bosco.
I already scanned myself. That's how we got here. Nope. Nuh-uh. No way. Nope.
What was that?
It printed a time card with the presidential seal and some strange...
No, damn, okay. Let's go.
Look, Sam, it's my summer office.
I don't think so, Max. Take a look around.
Welcome to the Oval Office, visitors. Next tour begins in 30 minutes.
This is a long time before the horrific sequence of events that led to your presidency.
I'm not leader of the free world here? This will not stand!
Hi there, random Secret Service agent.
I can answer any of your questions. Please don't touch anything. I'm Agent Superball.
Superball?
It's a code name, sir. I'm a bouncer. Secret Service humor.
In the future, we know a guy who looks just like you, with the same name.
I've never seen you before, and there couldn't be another Agent Superball, sir. The code names are unique.
Oh, Superball! I get it.
Where's the president?
He's in the war room. Important national crisis. And when I said national crisis, I meant to say he's just watching television. We are not at the brink of war with Cuba.
All right, Sam, our mission is clear. Nuke the commie
I
bastard!
think we've seen enough of the war room for one lifetime, Max.
Yeah, you're right, Sam. Having to hurt people from a distance takes all the fun out of it anyway.
What do you think of the president?
He's the greatest man who ever lived, sir.
Oh, these poor bastards of the 60s having to grow up in a world without David Arquette.
Heard any good gossip about the president?
Extra toes or nipples, can't talk to the press without slices of ham stuffed down his pants. Stuff like that.
The president is beyond reproach, sir. I won't hear any more of it.
How long have you been working for the White House?
Just a few months. I've already been assigned my first door.
That's all you do? Guard this door?
Not at all, sir. I also provide tours, run the patent office, and narrate public service announcements.
That's a lot of work for one man.
I'm still new. In 40 years, I'll be promoted to receptionist.
We need your help with something official.
What will it be, sir?
Just keep guarding that door.
Gladly, sir.
Did you see a strange woman in here a while ago?
Assertive career woman, asking everyone to spit.
That's the one.
Yes, sir. I admired her independent spirit and sass.
We came here from the far-off future.
Aren't you amazed and surprised?
Isn't that shocking?
I've seen a lot of things, sir. It takes a lot to shock me.
Oh, really?
I bet we could surprise you.
Can't be done, sir. I'm imperturbable.
We're your new sons.
And we want to live in your house! And raise my children of questionable parentage!
And we're both axe murderers.
And I'm voting for Barry Goldwater!
Nothing?
It's like I said, sir. I'm not startled easily.
We come from the beginning of the 21st century.
In the future, television is delivered through thick cables instead of being sent through the air.
Does that not blow your ever-loving mind?
Not really, sir. I'm not easily startled.
We killed your dog.
I'm surprised, sir.
Really?
Yes, surprised that you try that one again. It never works.
All right, we give up.
The man's a rock, Sam.
Nice try, sirs. I almost felt my pulse rate increase there.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Super Bowl, would you mind spitting on this? It's for a science project.
Can't, sir. I never spit, unless I'm startled or under extreme distress.
Nothing doing. It printed a time card with our logo on it.
Okay.
Things to do in Dallas. I'm guessing they couldn't fit a television on there. We choose to go to the gift shop and buy this snow globe, not because it is pretty, but because it is cheap. A true Weasel Scout would keep his merit badges on him at all times.
Be prepared. Be very prepared.
Whoever chose this lamp was taking liberties with the concept of good taste. This far in the past, I assumed the Earth was still flat. It's the official calendar of the United States. The best part of being president is changing the date for the entire country.
I don't want to change the date right now. I'm temporarily confused enough as it is.
Better not. If I remember my history correctly, today's the day of the pivotal Rat Peace Accords. We'd better not disturb them. Hi, I'm George Washington. Shove your nuts in my mouth and I'll crack 'em.
Please don't make fun of nuts.
I really don't want to screw that. Having 50 of these pillows would make the place a lot more comfy.
We could build a fort.
I wonder who's in this picture.
It probably came with the frame.
The father of our country. Annals of Americana. foreign policy for ninjas.
Just damn.
Heaping helpings of tachyons in a gravy boat at the Grand Duchess's bat mitzvah.
What disgusting hellhole have we ended up in this time?
Looks strangely familiar, like Super Ball.
I'm not here, sirs. You can safely ignore me.
Done.
Max, have you been sending Boxy Betty to...
Hey!
What?
Hey, buddy! Throw us that remote control, would you? You're gonna need this!
Thanks, buddy. Be you later. The Flora Brady has twice the style the Fauna one ever did. Hey, Superball. Want to give us a sample of your spit?
More than anything, sir. But I can't. It wouldn't be proper.
Hey, Superball.
More than any.
What are you doing here in our office?
Investigating the president's disappearance, sir.
So, you're back with the Secret Service then?
Sure.
Max wasn't missing. We've been on a case.
We got beamed on board a spaceship.
That's ridiculous, sir. Must have been a weather balloon.
That was no balloon. It was a spaceship. Bosco saw it too.
Gas leak. Mass hypnosis.
2 abductions on the same street in the same week? And you're going to just try and cover it up?
I can neither confirm nor deny a cover-up, sir.
How'd you find out we were missing?
There was a rat, sir. Claimed he was de facto owner of this office since your disappearance. He was quickly taken away for questioning.
Wow, it always takes us ages to get rid of Jimmy Two-Teeth. We must be slipping, Max.
All this time, I never thought to use rendition.
How's the cover-up going?
Very well, sir. Is what I'd say if there was a cover-up, which there isn't.
Can you help us with our case?
What seems to be the problem?
Bosco's been abducted.
Easily explained, sir.
And he's trapped on a time-traveling spaceship.
There's no such thing as time travel, sir. Look into my eyes, please.
What were we talking about?
You'd said that Mr. Bosco is having a perfectly rational vacation in Pago Pago.
Yes. Pago Pago.
Hey, look, Max. It's Agent Superball.
You were saying something, sir? Very good, sir.
Did we ask for help with our
Which case is that,
The
sir?
one with all...
There's no such thing as time travel, sir.
Of course not.
Hey, look, Max. It's Agent Superball.
You were saying something, sir? Very good, sir.
We met a guy in Washington who's a dead ringer for you.
That would be me, sir.
That was 40 years ago. You couldn't still look that young without a time machine or something.
Clean living, sir. There's no such thing as time machines.
Don't you feel better now that you're no longer working for bad guys like Jurgen?
Yes. I enjoy working for the Secret Service. Fighting the good fight. Protecting the president.
That reminds me, Sam. Can we wrap this case up pretty soon? I've got a healthcare system and 5 foreign governments to topple. And I'm way behind schedule.
Were you able to patch things up with Mrs. Superball?
That's a negative, sir. We spoke briefly. It ended badly. She says she can't talk to me when I'm emotional like this.
Don't worry, Superball.
Every time life closes one door, it opens another.
That thought disgusts and terrifies me, sir.
Be seeing you, Superball.
We can't seem to avoid it.
Jimmy still hasn't come home? It's the model volcano that started this whole mess.
It was very thoughtful of future us to bring it back as a souvenir.
All points bulletin. We need a new bulletin. I'm surprised this game survived being thrown clear.
Not nearly as... Again!
Oh,
If Santa were still with us, he'd be having a hell of a time finding the way to Bangkok. What do you get if you plant a Mexican jumping bean? You're looking at it. Smile Timber. Seems like only yesterday it was Gabriel. Not happening. Nah. Nuh-uh. No siree. Nope. Nah. No way. Good place for a bath, right in front of the window.
Stinky's doesn't have much, and yet I feel it could have even less if we put our minds to it.
There's a couple of hooligans ruckus making down there. The Flora Brady has twice the style the Fauna one ever did. Remember Easter Island? Yeah, me either. VCRs are old news. Time for a Laserdisc player. There's nothing good on, or bad on, for that matter. Me, mighty hunter. Kill fluorescent singing bear. Nuh-uh. Desk lamps are not something I care to discuss in mixed company. Bonang! 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 Bonang!
you had to smack the shit out of it. God damn it, bro.
No siree. Not happening. Nothing doing.
Stinky's doesn't have much, and yet I feel it could have even less if we put our minds to it.
Nuh-uh. Max had to hang up his halo. The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit. Nope. No way. I really don't want to screw that.
Was that really Bluster Blaster? I think I liked it better when he wasn't so likable.
Nah. Nothing doing. Not happening. Nothing doing.
Sorry, Sam, but little you totally botched Bluster Blaster's AI. Hey, I know. Let's kidnap Haley Joel Osment and shove him in there.
Wait.
It's sealed on there with some futuristic super adhesive. I'd never be able to pry it off. No siree.
Stinkies doesn't have...
Not happening. I've already scanned Super Ball. Nah. Nothing doing. Not happening. Nuh-uh. It's sealed on there with some futuristic super adhesive. I'd never be able to pry it off. No way. Nope. It couldn't hurt to take just a sample. We should have those results for you in about a week, Mr. Cake.
Now, turn your head and cough.
No, I'm pretty sure Boschko's father wasn't a tar cake. No, I'm pretty sure...
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what's going on. So, we're still trying to find out what I need to show. Hang on. Just bear with. Okay, let's continue on.
We'd like to patent our tar cake recipe, Superball.
It's a special recipe we made up ourselves, and anybody who says different is a damn liar.
I see. And what ingredient makes that a unique invention?
Vitamin 13.
Very well. That seems to check out. That patent grants you exclusive rights to make, market, and improve on your invention.
This must be just what Thomas Edison felt like.
Minus the stealing and time travel, of course.
Oh, Sam, you're so naive.
No siree. No way. It's an official patent form for Stinky's gooey molasses tar cake. It's the mysterious egg we got from ourselves in the future. It's a sample of Stinky's gooey molasses tar cake. It's for taking chemical samples of people's spit and other things. The spaceship's artificial intelligence. Nope. Looks like Girl Stinky was telling... Nah. Nothing doing. Nuh-uh. No siree. About you and Max.
You mean the future?
You're wasting your time.
The more he protests...
9mm hollow points are always special. Cold orange thing. Not happening. Nah. Nope.
Stinky's doesn't have much, and yet I feel it could have even less if we put our minds to it.
Okay, I don't get, like, what's going on. Like,
Nuh-uh.
he's still referring to Stinkies, and it's like, okay, what do you want to go to Stinkies? Like, what do I need to do?
Old Stinky was the only one who could make a restaurant feel like home. Not happening.
Yep, old Stinky's gonna bite my head off if I show him that tar cake patent. You show it to him. I'll wait in the elevator.
He already knows what's in the tar cake. We have to insist that you cease and desist all future production of gooey molasses tar cakes, Mr. Stinky.
We're not angry at you for stealing from us, Just very, very disappointed.
Poppycock, that recipe's been in my family for centuries.
The U.S. Patent Office says otherwise, Gramps.
The U.S. Patent Office can my pus-filled...
Actually, I don't believe that falls under their jurisdiction.
Fine, I'll throw it out.
Time stream altered.
Wow, I've never seen anything that advanced. It must have at least 640 kilobytes of RAM. Yeah. Whatever, kid. This is exactly what I needed for my video game. I'll just download the AI. Yeah, you do that. Then go outside and play or something.
You're winning impaired.
Did you hear that, Sam? It says I'm winning something.
It's not taking the new AI. I'll change it back.
Good try. You'll do better next time.
That's what I like to hear.
Take another look at this talking computer dingus, kid. Thanks, mister.
You're winning impaired.
Did you hear that, Sam? It says I'm winning something.
It's not taking the new AI. I'll change it back.
Good try. You'll do better next time.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh.
No way. Nothing doing.
Whee!
No siree. I already scanned myself. That's how we got here. Nah. No way. Nuh-uh. Nope. I've already scanned Max. Whoa! I hate pack rats. Guess we couldn't afford 2 tape drives. No siree. Not happening. Nothing doing.
Stinky's doesn't have much, and yet I feel it could have even less if we put our minds to it.
Okay, he still wants us to go Stinkies, so what do we need to do at Stinkies? That's my one question I'm always asking.
Hope you're still not holding a grudge about that tar cake business.
I hold on to grudges like a man pushed overboard holds on to a ship's rail, clinging to it with bleeding fingers as the one thing saving him from a fatal plunge into the briny abyss.
We missed you, Stinky.
What's next for you in the post-tar cake portion of your career?
So you can steal that idea too? Run along, Pooch. I'm doing things with barely edible food that will create a brave new world.
A world doubled over in pain, rushing for the nearest bathroom.
So long, Stinky. No way. He already knows what's in the tar cake. Nope. Would you mind giving us a spit sample, Stinky?
You want my spit sample? Just order some food.
No thanks. Not happening. Weird, it doesn't work on him for some incomprehensible reason we don't care enough about to pursue further.
Good. Keep your fancy gewgaws and who's who what's it away from me.
Weird, it doesn't...
Good. Keep...
I really don't want to screw that.
I hate the new Bluster Blaster. The BB I love would tear you a new one just for having an old one.
A screwdriver, the kind used for... It's the spaceship's artificial intelligence, in small... Heck no. I'm keeping this away from me for my own good. Take another look at this talking computer dingus, kid. Thanks, mister.
You're winning impaired.
Did you hear that, Sam? It says I'm winning something.
It's not taking the new AI. I'll change it back.
Good try. You'll do better next time.
That's what I like to hear.
Nah. Nuh-uh. I really don't want to screw that.
Remember those days when Bluster Blaster would say, "You will fail," for hours at a time? I want to see him again.
No siree. Nothing doing. Nah. I really don't want... Old Stinky was the... There's just the one song. Nuh-uh.
We don't use the home button on the elevator enough. We never visit. We never call.
We're on the case.
Moo!
What did you say?
Moo!
Not happening. Nah. I really don't want to... I really don't want to screw... I really don't want to screw that. Either we've seen a huge spike in things... Nope. Nothing doing.
After talking to you all day, I have a strange desire to talk to something even more artificially intelligent.
No way. It's the elevator's emergency recall button.
After talking to you... Whee!
So long.
Goodbye.
After talking to you...
There's no way to open it. I really don't want to screw that. No siree. Appears to be made of the finest...
Don't joke!
Nah. What kinds of gruesome things do you think the aliens will do to us when they find us?
I don't know, but if I get impregnated with a grotesque alien baby, I want you to be the godfather.
Ditto for me, pal. How much you think a spaceship like this costs, Max?
Too much! And you know it lost 20% of its value the second they flew it off the lot.
I wonder what all these undulating tubes and flashing panels are for.
Atmosphere.
Literally or figuratively?
Yes.
Don't want her to...
Try and stop me!
Looks like some kind of weird alien radio. Nope. No siree. No way.
After talking to you all day, I have a strange desire to talk to something even more artificially intelligent.
That must be the alien's abduction beam.
After talking to you all day...
Nothing doing.
Boo!
We'd like to get a time card, please.
I cannot print a time card until the captain chooses a destination.
How do we use that elevator?
Simply choose a destination. Additional destinations can be opened using convenient pre-printed time cards.
What happened to Bosco?
The intruder made unsanctioned use of the time shuttle.
Where's the crew?
They are currently occupied with the... They will arrive
So long.
Goodbye.
We're on the... We're already there.
After talking to you all day, I have a strange desire to talk to something even more artificially intelligent.
Boo!
Who are you?
I supervise the operations of this craft and the activities of its crew.
Where's the crew?
They are currently occupied with the... They will arrive shortly to detain you for your own...
What happened to Bosco?
The intruder...
What are my options?
My personality can be... Please choose.
Suggestive.
Oh, that is exactly how I like it.
So long.
I'll see you later.
Not happening.
Move!
Nuh-uh. I've already scanned Max with this thing. I've already scanned myself. What did you say?
Move!
Bosco already scanned himself with this thing.
After
No siree. I can't think of any part of... really don't want to screw that. I really don't want...
After talking to you all day, I have a strange desire to talk to something even more artificially intelligent.
Like what? Tell me, fuck's
Either
sake.
we've seen a huge... I really don't...
Moo.
It's like I got all this stuff and then I don't know what to do with it.
F+. I'm not sure if that's failing well or failing poorly. No way. I don't remember us being such socially maladjusted nerds in our youth.
Socially maladjusted what? We were kings of the arcade!
Keep shooting for the stars, Max. I wonder how things would have been different if we dated more in school. Or dated at all.
Women come and go, Sam. A high score lasts forever.
I wonder how things would have been different if we dated more in school. Or dated at all.
Women come and go, Sam. A high...
Bluster Blaster was a lot more polite and encouraging way back when. I wonder what got into him.
He wised up and saw that nice is boring. You gotta have edge, or you get crushed along with all the other pillbugs.
You're embarrassing when you try to act cynical, Max. Remember all those wild and wacky trends and events from the 80s, Max?
Do I? What was the deal with those jodhpurs and powdered wigs we all wore?
The Louisiana Purchase. What were we thinking?
Cotton gins. I mean, really.
Fellini's Satyricon became the voice of a generation.
The Smoot Holly Terrifact. Crazy!
Wow, we're not very good at this nostalgia business, are we?
It may not seem like that now.
Smell you later, homeboy.
Totally.
Nah.
I'm...
Nothing doing. No way. Nuh-uh. I already scanned Mac. I've already scanned myself. Not happening. Another satisfied customer. Nope.
I hate the new Bluster Blaster. The BB I love would tear you a new one just for having an old one.
No siree. Check this out. It's from 1963, and it's signed by the president. My dearest Maxine, meet me tonight at Stinky's. Wear that dress I like. The one where I can see your... Holy... I didn't think they knew that word back then.
The president's wife wasn't named Maxine.
What is this, the Temperance League? Lighten up!
Looks like this case has a screw loose. Max, distract Stinky for me.
Oh my God, look, Stinky!
Yeah, what?
Somebody's trying to break into your display case!
Ah, real smooth, little buddy. It's a letter from the president to a movie starlet named Maxine LePew back in 1963, asking for a rendezvous at Stinky's.
My dearest Maxine, meet me tonight. Tender caresses down your... And a donkey. Love, the Prez. That's very shocking, sir. Where were they going to meet?
Inside Stinky's Diner.
Stinkies!
I can't believe the president would eat at Stinky's. I've lost all respect for the man.
It made me...
According to that letter, this isn't the only thing the president licked. I wonder who's in this picture.
It probably came with the frame.
It was just too funny. I am sorry, I had to say that was too damn funny. Say, oh yeah, where he's gonna meet at Stinky's. Stinky's! What the hell?
Time stream altered.
It's a sample of Agent Superball's spit. It's Mama Bosco's baby-making machine. The mother sample is locked, but the father sample is open. It's a sample of Agent Super... I really don't want... What a waste. What a senseless waste. Gives timeout for number one a whole new meaning. Spilt milk. Not happening. Nuh-uh. Nah. No way. Where'd you get the father's sample?
Oh, him. Well, I was just in Washington, D.C. for a special occasion. He was polite and didn't say much. Seemed like his spit was as good as anybody else's, so I picked him.
Fight the power, Ms. B.
You be careful out there, Max.
We're already there.
Bosco! You're back to normal!
Hello, fool. Mr. President Fool.
I suspect we got the wrong dad, Max. So, Bosco, are you feeling like yourself?
Of course, sir. Never better.
Don't worry, Bosco. We'll get you back to normal.
Thank you, fool. I suggest you hurry.
Ugh. Even when he's riding us, he's too polite. It's unnerving.
Can't you give us any more details on your father?
It's straightforward enough, fool. I was a test tube baby. First in the country.
No idea who'd make a spit donation to your mom?
No more cracks about my mama, Mr. President, or I'll have to ask you to step outside.
How's life as a paradox treating you, Bosco?
I'd prefer it if I'd been born, sir. Please repair the time stream at your earliest convenience.
We'll see you around, Bosco.
Not wrong one. Oh my goodness.
So, So, if Super Ball isn't Bosco's father, who else in the Oval Office is a polite man in a dark suit?
Should be plenty of DNA-rich spit left on this envelope.
The president's a very thorough licker.
Let's go.
Time stream altered.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that voice because that's starting to get me uncomfortable.
Yay! Bosco's back to his old gruesome self.
Yeah, it took you fools long enough.
We've still got to figure out how to fix that time paradox, though.
I don't know. I kind of like seeing less of Bosco.
Yeah, but we don't want to rip a hole in the space-time continuum, little pal.
We don't?
Feeling better, Bosco?
I don't know, you guys. I still feel kinda distant. What did you guys do?
We kind of made it so that you've never been born. Whoops.
But being born is one of the greatest things I ever did. Fix it, you fools!
Existence isn't something you can just ask for, Bosco. You've got to earn it.
How are we going to get off this spaceship?
We're not getting off until we've taken care of THEM once and for all.
Then let's get to the wanton violence.
Nuh-uh! Not until you guys get me back to normal.
I thought we did.
We're on the case.
We've got to go.
I told you guys.
Don't touch that.
It's a sample of the president's spit. It's all set now. No, I'm pretty sure Bosco's father wasn't a tar cake. We can't take the case, but we'll keep an eye out for your vandal, Miss Bosco.
I swear if I ever find him, I'm gonna make sure he gets no pleasure in this life.
I haven't.
Bye, Miss B. We're better to crunch numbers than in the John. Nope.
Remember those days when Bluster Blaster would say, "You will fail," for hours at a time? I want to see him again.
Of course, but the thing is, the AI we have is not gonna let it work on this stupid thing.
Nothing doing. Nations rise and nations fall, but those... Nuh-uh. No way.
Whee!
They're
They're beautiful.
baby food and bum wipes. If you use less of one, you wouldn't need as many of the other. Spilt milk.
We don't use the home button on the elevator enough. We never...
My God, dude. Are you...
Another satisfied customer. There's just the one song. It's our old pal, Bluster Blaster.
Wait your turn!
Nope. Nothing doing. I really don't want to screw that. Take another look at this talking computer dingus, kid. Thanks, mister.
That shot left my defenses wide open.
This game is really digging me, Sam. I may never stop playing.
Begin docking procedure.
Ew, gag me. I'll change it back.
Oh, missed the dock. But you'll do better next time.
That's better.
Oh, I get it now. We have to select the voice.
What are my options?
My person, please choose.
Passive-aggressive.
Selection acknowledged. I'll just alter my entire personality matrix to make you more comfortable.
So long.
Fine.
Take another look at this talking computer dingus, kid. Thanks, mister.
Fine, shoot all the bad guys. I'll just have to make more, but no problem.
Bitchin'! You made the game even friendlier!
The personality matrix is rejecting the new programming. I'll change it back.
Nice try! You almost hit it!
That's better.
He wants the abusive ones. Oh God, they want me to put the abusive one on there. Oh God, it's gonna...
What am I?
My person, please
Abusive.
Good choice, moron. Did you come up with that yourself, or did your idiot friend help out?
So long.
Get lost.
Whee!
Just say no.
Word up!
Take another look at this talking computer dingus, kid. Thanks, mister.
Shut up!
You need the gun!
You broke the game, Sam!
Nuh-uh. I made it better.
Go back to your name, Grandma!
This, like, totally blows now. Let's go to that dance and make the moves on some chicks.
But I was going to Penn Station to pick...
Nerds!
Make sure you check out the snack table, little me. If I remember correctly, the pigs in blankets were decadent.
Time stream altered. Jackass.
So, Max, feel any different?
I feel like it's been too long since the Maxinator taught a lady what sweet, sweet love is all about. Let's motor so we can pick up some primo early 80s tail, bro. Well, hello, Miss B. Did it get freaky sexy in here, or is it just you?
What'd you do to my Max?
The better question is, what is your Max gonna do to you? All night long.
Don't look at me, Miss Bosco. He's been like this ever since we were kids.
Why don't we ditch the pooch so you can give me a special tour of the store? I've been wanting to see what you've got round back.
I thought you were different, Max. That does it. I'm done with all of you. Men.
Temporal anomaly corrected. Jackass.
Looks like we did a pretty good job patching up that cigarette burn on the fabric of reality.
Yeah, that's right, ladies. Come on up and give Daddy Max Time Fixer some sugar.
You're a lovably lecherous tool, Max.
There, Sam and Max. Now you've seen just how dangerous it is to mess with THEM.
Dangerous?
All that stuff we just fixed was your fault.
Shut up!
All right, let's go home. How do we get out of here?
Duh! They know we're here!
Relax, Bosco. You're gonna have a coronary.
Yeah, they're probably the grotesque but misunderstood kind of aliens, who just come to Earth because they hate cows and fields and weed.
Well, you two go first.
Crossing 98% complete.
Prepare to deliver on my mark.
It's THEM!
Oh, bienvenidos, amigos.
Ah!
What are you guys doing
We
here?
can explain everything quickly and simply. No, that is not our way.
Yo soy el mariachi solitario, the last in a once noble line. Why people care only for robots and Martian invade.
No.
They say maybe later we don't have the time. Mariachi, ay, 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 ay.
Hang on, you guys.
From the future and pick up young versions of me. In our spaceship, ay, 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 ay. We set course through the time stream and filled Ringo's birthdays with glee.
No!
Por favor, don't freak out if you see mariachis extraños. It's just me y mis vatos who wish you feliz cumpleaños.
Ah!
But spaceships like this are expensive, even more when they travel through time. And singing for birthdays on spec makes us poco dinero. So we took on a contract and asked our new boss to co-sign. Mariachi,
chief. We take souls of the damned and we send them to places unknown.
I don't want to go!
Through that portal, although first we must crush them with gigantic heads made of stone.
Our lives suck.
Where they go, we don't know. But it's hard maybe and as long as we still get to sing, no importa nada. When we say adios or we settle, please try not to cry. We were there for your birthday, we'll see you again. Uh-oh, the cowman has had a heart attack. Oh well. Begin the soul crushing.
So, as I was saying, we had to sit and stare at nothing for 1,000 years straight.
Help me, Sam and Max!
Poor Bosco. The horror of time-traveling mariachis was too much for his weak heart to bear. It may look like a zebra, but my Mexican friends assure me it's a donkey in zebra clothing.
Attempt to enter soul-crushing area. Please acknowledge.
Override, Captain Pedro. Arriba, burro, chipotle.
Voice print match. Bridge override accepted.
I had a feeling those mariachis wouldn't just stand by and let us take Bosco's soul back. Funny seeing you guys here again.
If there's nothing funny about it, it's what we were carved to do.
Hey, lighten up on Sam and Max.
Oh, you're one to talk, Mr. One offensive stereotype after the next.
Now you're just being mean.
Hey, pal. Must be nice finally getting out of that dirt after 1,000 years.
He's been buried all that time? Oh, that's so sad.
What are you guys doing here?
We were picked up right after the volcano erupted.
Obviously, it was a signal flare for the carvers to come get us.
See, we're not so good with the direction.
Another errant Bermuda Triangle. Everything's starting to make sense.
That was pretty good, Sam. I actually started to almost believe you.
Lying is always a good substitute for not having a damn clue what the heck is going on. It's the mariachi's colorful piñata. Steel piñatas? People of the future are kind of missing the point. Nah, despite the soul-crushing and abductions, he's really not so... It says suck.
By the looks of this place, somebody's been pushing the hell out of it.
Looks like some weird clock.
It can take hundreds of years to crush a soul, senor. So we make the time vortex to speed things along.
I really don't want to screw that. I really don't want to screw that. The birth dater doesn't work on these guys for some reason.
Hey, a portable birthday checker. Pretty clever.
How come it doesn't work on you?
The mariachi can never have a birthday for himself. It is our curse.
Damn, that sucks. Also, I'm eating ice cream. Sorry about that.
It says suck.
By the looks of this place, somebody's been pushing the hell out of it.
Nah. Not happening. No siree.
Still so many questions left unanswered.
No way. Nope. Poor Bosco. The horror of time-traveling mariachis was too much for his weak heart to bear.
Attempt to enter soul-crushing area. Please acknowledge.
Override, Captain Pedro. Arriba, burro, chipotle.
Voice print match. Bridge override accepted.
A ship this expensive and we still can't get a printer that maintains itself.
Nothing doing. No siree. Not happening. Nuh-uh. How you doing, Bosco?
You gotta help me out, guys. They're really bringing me down.
And then, in 1158, there was that monkey that just kept on pooping.
What's that eyesore next to the door? Tubed things intrigue me. Whee!
It's some weird alien device that... Oops.
Ay, not again. Just leave it. Seems like everything on this ship just falls apart these days.
It looks like some kind of futuristic low-tech printer. It's an ink ribbon for the printer.
Please don't touch that. I'll just have to change it again.
I really don't want to screw that. Nah. Not happening.
Hey, don't touch that. I just changed it.
Putting course on screen.
Jefe's log. We are on course for our most difficult mission yet. Triplets!
Keep the time shuttle open for emergencies while I figure out how we tackle this. The most dangerous birthday.
Whatever.
Issuing time card for embarrassing idol.
It has the embarrassing idol logo and more of those strange numbers.
We're going all the way up.
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon.
Oh, man, that song is even worse than I remembered. I can't believe I voted for you.
Keep it down, Max. We don't want to mess up time any more than we already have.
You really nailed that high note. Whoa! And you're less sloppy than my brother is. You've got my vote.
Hey!
All of the remaining judges have agreed. We have a winner.
No!
Congratulations, Sam. Here's your recording contract.
Bin Bottom Records. It's like a dream come true.
Specs, I'll get you for this if it's the last thing I do! Right after I get back from Mount Rushmore.
Rushmore? I'd better go after him.
I just remembered. I have to feed my goldfish.
Are we still taping?
Be sure to join us.
That's our cue, little buddy. Sick 'em.
Sam and Max, listen to our words. Hey, look, Sam. Doppelgangers.
Who are you clowns? We're you guys from your distant future.
Heed our dire warnings. I always thought I'd be taller.
What are you guys doing here? Beware Santa Claus. And Mr. Spatula. And Hugh Bliss.
Actually, a lot of people have tried to kill us. This could take a while. Nonsense.
Yeah, all those guys are our friends. Got any questions about your immediate future? Nope, can't think of any.
What number am I thinking of right now? 28.
That's all? There's nothing you're curious about? We'd rather see it for ourselves.
Keeps the mystery in our relationship.
We just came to say hello.
Somebody's got trouble letting go of the past. I'll be glad when I grow out of that attitude problem.
All right, well, hello. Okay, that's done. Congratulations on your recent embarrassing idol victory.
Now hand over that contract.
No chance. We need it. But that's supposed to be my contract. I won it, fair and square.
And I helped him cheat. Forget it, clones. That contract is ours. Now take a hike.
Let's get back to our time machine, Max.
Yeah, I've seen more than enough of this place for one lifetime. Time machine? Oh, cool.
Where to, little buddy?
Just hit random buttons.
Well.
So, that's bad, right?
Yep.
Oh boy! In the future, we've got our own spaceship!
And our own industrious and no doubt completely legally hired crew.
Incoming delivery. Entrega entrante.
You... jerks!
You made us go through the last year and a half all over again.
Stand aside, decadent future versions of ourselves.
Yeah, we've got a very important case to solve here. It's last year's version of Max. I want to ask you something. Hey, pal, I'll ask the questions here. But, oh, all right, go ahead.
What is he waiting for?
Be patient, Max. It takes a while to think up the right thing to say. Max and I have to get to the moon. How do we get there? Why don't you just drive there? You can't just drive to the moon, bonehead.
Sheesh, Sam. Our future selves have no respect for plausibility.
Why do you need to go to the moon anyway? Freelance police business.
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I say we don't answer them, Sam, if they're gonna take that kind of attitude.
Yeah, but I remember that case, pal. I don't want to mess up the space-time continuum or something. You need a screwdriver. All right. Where do we get one of those? What luck! We've got one you can use.
We'll trade you for a recording contract. Hey, we've got one of those, Sam!
Right, Max. But we need it to get onto Myra's show, remember?
Oh, right, yeah. Who's Myra?
But we already told you. We solved that case.
Twice!
Likely story. I don't trust me for 1 second. Hey, buddy, I've got a question. Ask away. How can we get to the moon again? Didn't you already ask me that? Yeah, and I'm going to keep asking until I get a different...
That's just how we roll.
You need a really big trampoline. All right. Where do we get one of those? Ask Agent Superball in the future.
Well, there's 2 hours we're never getting back.
Just between you and me, pal, I don't think those future versions of us know what they're doing. Hey, buddy, I've got... Ask away. How can we get... You need a toaster with wings. All right. Where do we get one of those? Ask Stinky in the early 80s.
Why do we keep listening to future us?
Hey, buddy, ask away. How can we get... You need a time-traveling phone booth. All right. Where do we get one of those? Ask Mama Bosco in the 60s. It's strange. None of the other characters ever lie about the quests. Hey, buddy, ask away. How can we get to the moon again? You need a screwdriver. All right. Where do we get one? We've got one.
We'll trade you.
Sorry, pal.
What do we need
to get on Myra's show, remember? You'd better think of something else. Looks like some kind of weird... What's your job around here, buddy?
Shh! Quiet, senor. Did someone say... Oh, no. False alarm.
Let me guess. You spend all your time listening for people to say birthday.
¿Qué? Did someone say birthday?
Yeah, Sam just said birthday.
Please, senors. My job is very important.
This work is beneath you. It's tedious and error-prone.
Frankly, we think you should leave.
Nonsense. I have got 6 of the birthdays today alone. The look of happiness and utter confusion on people's faces makes it all worthwhile.
This must be the most boring job ever. Don't you ever get a break?
I get to go on the away missions.
Those away missions sound neat. Let's see you in action.
Don't be silly, senor. I can't just go and sing for no reason.
Come on, there's got to be tons of birthdays going on.
See, but we've already sung for all of those. We can only do it once.
Hey, Max, what happens on April 22nd?
I think that's Earth Day.
¿Qué? Showtime, people. Attention! Wait, you make the joke on me, eh? Pretty sneaky.
Max, what do Australians celebrate on June 11th every year?
By any chance, would that be Perth Day?
Did someone say, got me again?
Max, want to go watch Pride and Prejudice and all the Bridget Jones Diary movies back to back?
You know it, girlfriend. It'll be our Colin Firth Day.
Did someone say, hold you guys?
We demand you return our pal Bosco's soul.
I can't do that, senor. The cowman's soul will help us pay for our mission. Why do you hate the birthday so much?
Sayonara.
¿Qué?
The talking dog said goodbye.
Appears to be made of the finest leather from only the...
Past you won't give us squat. Always thinking about his responsibilities. Yeah, what a jerk.
Hey, Mac, which one of the mariachis are you?
Oh, yo no soy mariachi. Soy capitán.
Soy capitán?
Soy capitán.
The mariachi says he is the captain.
Yeah, I think we got that. Thanks.
Who are you guys?
We're Sam and...
Wait, not the Sam?
You know who I am?
Of course, you're the famous recording star, no?
Well, I don't like to brag.
It is you. No one believed you could have a career with no talent at all, but you proved us all wrong. You're a hero to all of us who wish to sing.
You must be a great singer if you're the captain.
I could escape this two-peso operation and become the greatest singer time has ever known. If only I could ditch this dead weight.
Rivalry, Now it's getting interesting.
You want to start a solo career?
See, but that can never happen as long as we keep singing for the birthdays. How will I get my big break?
Where are we going?
Amigos, we are on course hasta la madre de todos los cumpleaños.
Friends, we are on course for the mother of all birthdays.
Sam, you've got to stop encouraging these guys.
Look on the screen. Triplets. And not just any triplets. They all have the same birthday.
What's so hard about your mission?
Yeah, you just show up, sing, and leave everybody confused.
The others, maybe. But the Capitan cannot be so sloppy. Es muy importante that no one notice us, or remember that we were ever there, for a year at least.
Are we still on course?
See, embarrassing idol and the triplets' birthday, dead ahead.
Permission to stop talking, Captain.
Granted.
No way. I'm never going back there again. Hey, buddy. I've got... Ask away. How can we get to the moon again? You need us. All right. Ask Mama.
Maybe to get to the moon, all we have to do is kill future us!
I really don't want to screw that. I can't shoot future me. Nothing doing. Nah.
We ought to send past you somewhere he can meet up with an untimely accident.
Max, stop plotting to kill me. Hey, buddy. Ask away. How can we get... You need a really big trampoline. All right. Where... Ask Mama Bosco and...
Another colossal waste of time.
Hey, buddy. Ask, how can we get... You need a time trial. All right. We've got one.
We'll trade you for a record...
Sorry, pal.
What do we need it for?
To get on my... You'd better think of something else. I'm not putting my mouth on that. No siree.
You think you're a dog, not an elephant. Or were you a bear? I can never remember.
Nuh-uh. Hey, buddy. Ask away. How can we get to the moon again? You need a screw... All right. Ask Agent Superball in the future.
Another colossal waste of time.
Hey, buddy. Ask away. How can we get... You need a time travel... All right. Ask Agent Superball in the future. What is this place?
This is not our beautiful house.
How did we get here? Do I know you? Like a brother. Weren't you going to ask me something?
How to get to the moon, for instance.
Oh, right. How do we get there? You need a screwdriver. All right. Where do we get one of those? We've got one. We'll trade you for a recording contract.
Hey, Sam, don't we have a recording contract?
Yeah, but we need it for... I can't remember. It must be important, or we wouldn't still be carrying it. You kept it so you could bring it to us, right? I guess so.
Along with that carton of missile pops you promised.
Don't push it, Max. All right. Here you go. Well done, Sam and Max. That was the last of your quests.
You have scored 234 out of a possible 500 points.
Weren't you going to trade us something? Yeah. Here's that screwdriver you guys wanted.
Goodbye! We'll never forget all you've done here today.
Have fun on the rest of your adventures.
I'm even more confused than usual. Whee!
No way. Appears to be made of the finest leather from... Here you go, Captain. Your ticket to musical stardom.
My very own recording contract. Now I can ditch this dead weight and become the international superstar.
A mariachi superstar. Yeah, well, good luck with that.
Oh, no, senor. Mariachi music is old news. I'm going to sing songs about trains.
Sayonara.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. So yeah, I'm streaming for a little long. So like I said, I'm gonna probably just take a little break and then I'll be back streaming more later. So thank y'all for joining me, and I'll see you guys after the break. Catch y'all later.